Alright, sorry to cut the video off. My video editing system is acting up on me, but I will not give up. I am still posting. So, as I was saying in my video, it's interesting to see instances in the Bible where the book is so old, the words are so old that not even the translator, the top archaeologist, can translate it. And they'll let it be known in the text. They'll say, we don't know what this means. It's up to you to decipher, and I thought that was interesting to see. So back to the book of Samuel about Anna. So even though Anna could not bear any children, unlike his other wife, Elkanah, the man of the family still very much loved her. Here's another instance where a woman in the Old Testament is held to a high regard by the husband, who goes to great lengths to try and console poor Hannah instead of shaming her. So instead of making her feel bad that she can't bear children, he's there consoling her. He's not going to reject her. He's just going to love her even more. And he says, look, this is what the other wife's for, So he was truly a man of God. You can tell his actions. This warmed my heart personally. As the husband says in Samuel 1 verse 8, "Why are you crying, Hannah?" Elkanah asked. "Why aren't you eating? Why be downhearted just because you have no children? Have you met me? You have me. Isn't that better than having 10 sons? Which is sweet because back then you could do a lot with 10 sons. So he says, you know what? You have me instead of sons. After praying and crying out to the Lord, Hannah made a vow that if she were to have a baby, a boy, she would give him back to the Lord. And when the boy was weaned, she brought him to the tabernacle and left him there permanently. So as soon as he stopped breastfeeding, she brought him to the tabernacle. Here you go. This is a child that is made to serve God. She had 5 more children after him. Also worth noting that I think after years and years of sinning, messages, visions from the Lord were very rare, but were a regular enough thing for Samuel. So no one had visions and messages in this time because of the people sinning. But Samuel, he was still receiving them. Samuel was raised and taught priesthood by Eli and his 2 sons. His 2 sons, however, disrespected God by continually sinning, sleeping around with women, and eating the fat from the animal sacrifices that are usually supposed to be burned to the Lord, as this is his favorite meal. So we know that the Lord likes a good fat, and they would mockingly eat the fat, and that's not good. Of course, God cursed them eventually. He's slow to anger, but he still angers. The 2 sons, and they did pass away. He made them pass away. Unfortunately, at this time, the Lord allowed his army to be defeated by the Philistines, and for the first time, the Ark of the Covenant was captured by the enemy. At this same battle, this is when Eli's 2 blasphemous sons died. So they died in battle. That's probably why Israel's army was defeated, because of the 2 blasphemous sons of the priest. After hearing such news from the messenger about his overweight sons and the ark being captured, Eli, who was very old, overweight himself, he was 98. He was also blind. He fell backwards from his seat and broke his neck, and he also died. He was Israel's judge for 40 years. Phinehas, one of his sons, had a son named Ichabod, which means God has departed